Hi friends, hola amigos. My name is Miss Judy and I'm a teacher at the Greater Valley YMCA. And today we're going to be talking about picnics. Okay friends, so when I think about picnics, I think about all the fun things that we can do while we're on a picnic, okay? Some things that we can complete while we're on a picnic is maybe flying a kite in the sky, um, running around, reading a book. Um, I remember when I was a little girl, I used to lay on the blanket and just look up at the sky at all the clouds um, and the different shapes that they make, and always trying to figure out um, what shape do I see, okay? So when you look up at the clouds, sometimes you may see different animals, um, different foods. So we're gonna start off today's activity by listening to a story, okay? And then we're gonna complete a fun activity afterwards. Here we go.
A look at the clouds. It was a sunny morning. Leo was lying on the grass in his backyard. He looked up at the bright blue sky full of clouds. Leo noticed that each cloud in the sky looked different. Some were big and some were small. Some were full and fluffy. Others were thin and wispy. As Leo looked at the clouds drifting by, he saw a cloud that looked like a plane. The plane had big white wings. It took off and soared across the sky. Suddenly, Leo was flying in the plane. His cloud adventure had begun. The plane landed, and the first thing Leo saw was a seal. It swam toward Leo. "Do you want to play?" Leo asked the seal. Leo threw the seal a beach ball. The seal batted the ball to Leo. Leo batted the ball back. The ball went high in the sky and disappeared. The seal went after it. But Leo wasn't alone for long. "Hello," called an enormous whale. "Would you like a ride?" "Yes, please," Leo replied. He climbed onto the whale's back and held on tight. The whale glided through the waves and jumped in the air. "Whee!" cried Leo. After a while, the whale swam close to an island. "Here's your stop," said the whale. Leo saw a sailboat on the shore. He hopped in and set sail. Seagulls followed him as he sailed and sailed and sailed. Leo didn't see land for a long time. He was worried that he might be lost at sea. Finally, Leo saw an island with a towering mountain in the center of it. "Land ho!" he cried. He steered his ship close to the island. Then he dropped the anchor and swam ashore. Leo stood at the base of the mountain. He knew he had to climb it. After a long, hard climb, Leo reached the top. He was greeted by a huge bear. For a moment, Leo was nervous, but the bear just wanted to play. "I'll race you to the bottom," the bear said to Leo. They both ran fast, but Leo ran faster. "I won!" Leo shouted. At the bottom of the mountain, Leo saw a tall, wide tree. The bear saw it too. "Race you to the top!" cried the bear. The bear and Leo scrambled up the tree. This time, the bear won. "That was fun," said the bear, "but I have to go catch some fish now." The bear scrambled down the tree as quickly as it had scrambled up. Leo sat on a branch and looked around. Two eyes looked back. It was an owl. "Nice to see you," said the owl. "Nice to see you too," Leo replied. "Want to see a trick?" said the owl. It spun its head all the way around. "Wow," Leo said. Suddenly, Leo's plane appeared. Leo waved goodbye to the owl. Then he jumped his biggest jump out of the tree and into the plane. Before he knew it, he was lying on the grass in his backyard again. "Lunch," called Leo's mother. Leo stood up and stretched. Another cloud adventure would be waiting for him tomorrow.
What a fun story about cloud watching. It was really nice that Leo could make up a story as he was watching the clouds. So maybe next time when you are on a picnic and you're looking up at the sky, you can look at all the clouds and maybe create a story in your mind. Okay. Today we're gonna do do a fun art activity, okay, or science activity. We're gonna make binoculars so that you can see those clouds a little bit closer. Okay. The materials that we're gonna need is a roll of paper towel that I cut in half already, some blue construction paper that you're gonna cut in half, and we're gonna wrap the paper towel, the blue construction paper around the paper towel roll, okay? So paper towel roll, we're gonna cut it in half. We're gonna need blue construction paper, some tape, some pair of scissors, and some yarn, okay? So make sure that you are asking mommy and daddy to help you with the scissors if you're not sure how to use a pair of scissors safely. If you do know how to use them safely, please make sure you're focused on what you're doing so you won't cut yourself, okay? Okay, so as mentioned before, Miss Judy had already started. I put a little bit of tape on the paper roll, and I started taping down the blue construction paper. I'm going to put my screen down so you guys can actually see what I'm doing, okay? So as I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and show you. I already started putting some tape down. But we need to make sure that the paper towel roll is completely covered with the blue construction paper, okay? So put a little bit more tape. I'm gonna go right around it, okay? Just like that. I'm gonna put a little bit more so that the blue construction paper doesn't stick up too much. That's fine also, okay? Put a little bit more in the corner here. Okay, perfect. Okay, now with the yarn, we're going to go right around it. I'm going to go right around the paper towel roll with some white yarn on the top. I'm going to do that a couple times. Okay. And on the opposite side of the crease, we're going to stop, okay? I'm going to put some tape down, okay? So the crease is right inside here. This is where we were able to overlap the construction paper to cover the paper towel roll. We're going to go ahead and place some tape straight across. Okay? So you guys can see. Okay, and then we're gonna cut maybe 12 inches. Okay. Okay. So I had already started. Okay. So the reason why I said that we had to cut the paper towel in half was because we need to create the binoculars. So the binoculars is two lenses to see through, right? Okay. So now we have our 2 paper towels covered. We have string that we put right around, and we have a piece of tape holding the string down. Okay, now we're going to grab some more yarn, okay, and we're gonna tie these 2 paper towels together. Okay, we want to keep this string on top. So this is the string that we had initially wrapped around the binoculars. We're going to leave that on top, okay? And then we're just going to go around the 2 binoculars, well, the 2 paper towel rolls rather, so we can get them to stay together, okay? Once we've gone around a couple of times, I'm going to get them tight fit around so that the paper towel rolls stay together. Okay, once there's a tight grip around, we're going to tie it together. Okay. Make a nice knot. Okay. So now, the 2 strings that we initially started off with is actually so that we can tie our binoculars around our necks. Okay, let me put this up so you guys can see. We're going to do like a little bow here so that we can put our binoculars around our neck and not lose them, hold on to them, right? Okay, we're going to put this around our neck, okay? And the next time you go on a picnic and you're laying down on your picnic blanket and looking up at the sky, at the clouds, you can use your binoculars to look up and see those clouds better. Okay, you can actually decorate the binoculars if you want. You could draw some pictures on it. Okay, you can even use these binoculars to look at the birds, or if there's little butterflies flying around, or if you see a little bee buzzing around, bzzz, you can look at it with your binoculars. Okay, and then you can have them hanging on your neck so that they're easier to grab and look at stuff. Okay, friends, I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you can make these pretty cool binoculars. The next time you go on a picnic, you're able to look around at everything. I hope you're doing well, and goodbye. Adios.